This is a video on mental health, and I recommend that you write this out if you want to watch. That's cool too, okay? So, write the questions. Who? What? Mental health. So the who is me and you, and that can be anyone, people, and what? So people, mental health of people. So that's the mind, and that's what we're thinking. When? This could be any time, past, present, future, and they all are connected together. So we typically, if we are bothered by something, it's usually from the past, and that affects now, which can affect the future, but also things that are good that we can reflect upon could be from the past, present, and future as well. And mental health, get into the depression, most common, and anxiety. Discuss these two, and maybe some ADD, ADHD. Okay. And people, all people, every person will experience some form of depression or anxiety in their lifetime. So that can help us understand our own personal relationship with how we deal with and where that can be anywhere, because we take ourselves with us wherever we go. And so always write the questions out: who, what, when, why. Yeah, that's a very good one. So why? Well, if we don't, then it could be a lot worse than it is. Like if we don't address it, so we have to create one of my favorite words, an awareness. So we create an awareness of our mental health. Where is anywhere and any time. But usually you're probably going to be at home or wherever you live, and that's wherever you do most of your thinking will be where. Might be school, might be home, might be a combination of both, might be work. So how? Check my timer. Okay. Make sure you can see that too, hopefully. So awareness, why? And also to improve our state. how do we do it is we work on our thoughts. We also want to discuss and communicate, because if we don't, how can we? You know, how can we? Once again, how? So you have to be willing to communicate about mental health. Another reason why I'm making the video. Okay? So it can be anywhere, anytime. And so we know that all people may or have or will go through maybe some anxiety, depression. So that helps us realize that we are not alone anywhere at any time. So that helps us deal with that because we're not alone. So it might be hard to realize that at first, and that's something that I'm working on too. And even if you do feel that way, you're not. So we want to improve our state, and also help other people. So people with their mind, anytime, anywhere. We work on our thoughts. We have to be willing to discuss and communicate about this. And then it's also anywhere and anytime. And it's to help ourselves and also other people. Check the timer. Okay. So there's a correlation often with depression and anxiety. There's a good Chinese quote that says, if you're living in the past, you're depressed. If you're living in the future, you're dealing with anxiety. And if you're at peace, you are in the present moment. And I think that really applies to this. Okay? Hopefully this will get us started. This is probably going to be a couple videos because I'm going to break down some of the things a little bit further. And of course these are some of the common ones. There's other mental health problems, but I think depression and anxiety are some of the common ones, and there's also some variations. You know, there's minor and major depression. I think there's also the same thing with anxiety, major and minor anxiety. But anyway, that should get us started for now, and I will continue in the next one.